Good morning, good morning. Another Trooper Steve on patrol on a Tuesday after Veterans Day, November 12th. It is 10:02 in the morning, and we're cruising out here this morning. Weather is hot. I'm Trooper Steve, your traffic safety expert, WKMG News 6. Now, that's a truck, guys. Look at this thing. Beast. Look at that. Now that is a truck. You guys remember Crocodile Dundee back in the day? That's not a knife. This is a knife. That's a truck. We are yet again here in the Pine Hills community, and we're going to be live out here today, tonight. Heck, we're live right now. So tonight, let's just get it out of the way. From 4 to 7, your News 16 will be live here in the community of Pine Hills, just like we've done in so many other great communities in Central Florida. Where else have we been? We've been to Sanford. We blew the house down in Sanford. We've been to Montverde, Melbourne, East Orange County, and now we're headed to the Pine Hills community. Now, this one's going to be a little different only because Hurricane Milton really messed up our location to be live and all that stuff. It was a FEMA site. Totally understand. I got something in my eye. Totally understand that. Totally fine. But we found a new location. You got to adapt. You got to overcome. So tonight we are going to be here. Not here in the road, of course, but right here off of Hernandez Drive at the, heck, I'll just pull in and show you where we're going to be at. We're going to be right here at the Walt Disney World Boys and Girls Club. Look how beautiful this facility is. I kind of messed up my producer there. I didn't even look at the graphic. But this is where we're going to be tonight, the Walt Disney World Clubhouse of the Boys and Girls Club. We're going to have a tent set up out here, and we are going to be live. Now you can hit it, Thomas. We're going to be live out here today, broadcasting with none other than Matt Austin and Ginger Gadsden, our two amazing stars of News 6. These two work so hard to make sure that this stuff happens. They're just probably the most relatable people you can come across. So tonight, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., 5211 Hernandez Drive, Orlando, Florida, 32808, we will be here in the I always say downtown, but here in the Pine Hills community, live. So this is the catch for tonight. The catch is it's not as accessible as our other newscasts, and that's going to be fine because we're going to have a tent out here in the parking lot, brought to you by our amazing creative services team, and they work really hard to maintain the brand of News 6. So out here somewhere, we will be here. The truck will be here. Results One. I will be out here tonight, hanging out, and we're going to be doing a recap of all the amazing stories that we've had. What have we done? We've done some traffic safety talks out here, especially along the road that we were just on, Pine Hills Road, with the pedestrian enhancements that are taking place out here. Of course, I've been focusing on traffic and the safety perspective. We had Captain Ashley Strange, the Orange County District Commander for this area, that is in charge of probably about 100, I think she said 153 personnel, so say 150 people, that she supervises just in the Pine Hills area. I've known her for years, but we talked a little bit about what policing was like, what policing is like in the Pine Hills area. Listen, it's no secret that we've had some issues in the Pine Hills community, but it's also no secret that the Pine Hills community members are loud, they are proud, and they want to have a thriving community, and that's what law enforcement is really trying here. She talked about different relationships with churches, the Boys and Girls Club, advocates in the community that they're constantly in communication with. So that we'll talk about that tonight. But if you have a student or a child that attends the Boys and Girls Club and they're going to be here tonight, well, then you'll get to hang out with us. But if not, please come on by. You can check this place out and then come out and hang out with us on the outside because it is a private facility. But I'm not even sure where are we going to next. I do think our next hit the road is up in Volusia County. I believe we're going to Ormond Beach. I think that's what I heard. So this is just something that we came up with because you guys are so supportive of News 6. So why not collaborate together and get results for the community? It's been an amazing journey doing this. So that is going to be tonight. I will be here this time. I know I wasn't out in the Melbourne area, but I will be out for tonight's live cast just because it's not that far from my house. Melbourne, you guys were like an hour and a half drive time. And yeah, that was a lot. But when you look at the location of this Boys and Girls Club, they're always in a great spot, but this one specifically, great location. I'm talking the heart of the Pine Hills community, right off of Pine Hills Road, off of Hernandez Drive here in the northeast intersection. It sounds like I'm losing my voice. And a great partnership with not only the community, but they get the fire department that gets to come out here occasionally and teach them a lot of different things when it comes to safety. Boys and Girls Club is not just it's not a daycare, guys. It is I'll say it, I feel like it's a child advocacy program. It really paves the way for students and kids to stay off the streets, not get into any kind of trouble, and be surrounded by like-minded kids and really mature adults, which is always a plus. So we will be out here. We're going to have a great time, give away some swag and things like that. Where am I going here? I'm lost. Look at this, guys. I was like, oh, I'll take a shortcut. No, that's not a shortcut. That's a locked gate. So we'll go and get spun around here. The only other thing I wanted to talk about today was, well, two things. I want to give a huge shout out to how awesome the Osceola County Sheriff's Office was to me yesterday while we were out there and about. Listen, there were so many veteran things taking place yesterday. I had to pick, where am I going to take results one and who are we going to give special attention to? And none other than my hometown, Osceola County. They did it right. Their agricultural deputies cooked up some steaks for everybody out there. And I'm not just saying a few. There's probably over 100 steaks cooked yesterday, which was pretty awesome. And then, yeah, I talked about that so hard that I forgot what I actually wanted to talk about. Oh, yes. People have been complaining to me about one of my streams, about how I was positive about a negative. And I was trying to help me make that make sense because I couldn't get it to make sense. And they were talking about here Pine Hills. How can you say that this construction is it's great for the community? And because it is. What's one thing I've always... Did you try again? Siri, I'm not talking to you, girl. Big Brother's always listening, guys. Oh, man, that's creepy. I didn't even say anything close to Siri or anything like that. But I've always said with construction, things have to get worse before they get better, right? So for years, I've even complained about it because of the amount of crashes I worked out of here. Pedestrian safety is non-existent. Crosswalks were close to a half mile away from each other. The signage was very iffy. Medians were not safe. And they have come out here and they've just said, okay, you got a complaint, we're going to get some results. And that's what has occurred. So some people have said, Steve, man, this construction's horrible. It's horrible. I understand. I'll agree with you. But once this is done, I truly believe pedestrians here in the Pine Hills community are going to have a safer walking commute. Why? Because there's going to be actual barriers. Look what's happening here in the median. They're expanding the median, adding greenage to the area. I know some people will be like, oh, I don't care about grass. There is a method to the madness as to why this kind of stuff happens. So as you come over here off of Dolores, as we're headed southbound, you start to see speed signs installed up on the shoulders. These weren't there before. Warning signs for pedestrians. And we covered this the other day, but I absolutely love this. I'll slow down just a little bit. Right here. New mid-block pedestrian crossings that are designed for you, the pedestrian, guys. There's no more reason that you have to go all the way up to one block just so you can come back. They are doing their best to install and really make a better plan. There's so many different organizations here in Central Florida: Metro Plan, Central Florida Expressway Authority, the Turnpike Authority, Florida Department of Transportation, and then you start adding all your local stuff, all your local entities in, it gets a little interesting. But this is a very, very active construction zone. It looks like it's whiting out on you a little bit there. I'm going to try to turn around here if I have space to make the U-turn. We're going to try to make a U-turn, and I'm going to make it right here. Legal. It is legal, ladies and gentlemen. But it's not safe for me to make the U-turn, so I'm going to pull into this plaza so we can safely make the U-turn. A lot of local mom and pop locations here, small businesses, so always careful because there is a huge pedestrian traffic out in this area. Someone asked me the other day also, why is there always a cop sitting in the travel lanes? Well, you guys don't pay attention to the yellow lights, so they figured you pay attention to the blue lights. And there is instruction that any type of major roadway that has closures, you need a law enforcement presence. And that's why you've got them right here. So we're back northbound on Pine Hills, FWC, Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Officers right there. You can see heavy, heavy construction here. Left lane's blocked just north of Colonial there. And this is all part of the expansion, part of the revamp, part of the safety improvements that are taking place out here. So you've heard me speak for days how happy I am about this. It's going to take a while for it to clean up. It's going to take a while for you to be able to use it. But listen to me, once this is used, I truly think the reduction in vehicle versus pedestrian crashes, we will see it. I believe it. Eric Von Aken yesterday, our newest traffic safety expert, amongst house engineer, contractor, news anchor, reporter, what doesn't the guy do, did a story about the express lanes. And there has been, the data is out, there has been a massive reduction in two things. Not only just crashes, but also lane closures. Florida has an open lanes policy, open roads policy. That's why FHP were so adamant that when you get into a crash, if you're not hurt and the cars are drivable, get the car out of the road. Because what does that do? It prevents secondary crashes. But what the main reason for that was because if that is helping there, imagine intentional pedestrian improvements here. And that's what is happening. So back to the beginning here. If you're just joining us, I and a lot of our team will be out here at the Boys and Girls Club tonight, the Walt Disney World Clubhouse, boy and girl, from 4 to 7. Come by and say hi. You're allowed to come by, give us a high five, grab some swag, and just be with us, supporting the community just as much as you guys support us. So keeping it short and simple today because we have a lot to do today, and I will be back out tonight. I'm going to clean the truck up, make her all pretty and shiny for you guys, and I'll see you then. But for now, enjoy your community, take care of your community, understand that if there are problems in your community, there's a solution out there. Whether you're in Pine Hills, East Orange, Windermere, Kissimmee, anything like that, there is always a solution. And squeaky wheels get the oil. I'm a squeaky wheel, self-proclaimed. So out here, that's why we are seeing crime reduction. We are seeing crash reduction because people are trying to take their community back, and Pine Hills is no different. Now, of course, you still have people like this that are just hanging out and walking out on the road and not paying attention, but that stand there in the middle prevents them from crossing out into my travel lane, so I'll take it. So guys, if you got time, catch us today. Come on out, say hi, hang out with us. I'd love to see you tonight. If not, you can catch us at clickorlando.com, News 6 Plus, YouTube, and all our streaming apps. I love our YouTube channel. Let me make that very clear. I am obsessed with our YouTube channel. Why? Because anything that you have seen, whether it was short, long, quick, or in-depth, you can find on our YouTube channel at the click of a button. Most times, we don't even have commercials. Well, I know I don't. I pay a little fee for YouTube. But check us out. I want to meet you guys. I love our Pine Hills community. So embrace the suck just for a little bit. The suck being this construction. Just embrace it just a little bit. And I'm hoping within the next couple of months, we're going to see some massive improvements out here. So for now, live here in, what's happening? Okay, sorry, I saw red and blue lights and I got nervous. For now, live, let's try it again, out here. Whoa, We got one on the ground, one on the ground. Deputy's got one on the ground there, just tackled him. In the parking lot, on the box. Oh. You guys want to see what's going on? Let's go over there. Let's just see real quick. We get paid to be nosy, right? So, let's swing around real quick. That deputy was not playing. That guy was on the bike and was like, nah, I don't want to stop. And the deputy's like, nah, you stop him. So let's go over there real quick and just see what's going on. I see more deputies pulling in. My producer Thomas is probably like, geez, dude, really right now? Really? Yes, really, this is happening. So I get paid to be nosy. We're going to be a little nosy here, just real quick. See what's going on here at the Amoco gas station. Got one detained. As we cruise on by there, you can see off in the corner, one up against the wall there, bike on the ground. More deputies pulling into the parking lot. So I'm going to give him some space. Be safe today, guys. Don't commit crimes. Like Sheriff Grady Judd would say, have a moon pie. Drink a 7-Up. Have a good day. I'll catch you guys later. I love you guys. See ya.